Hey, it's me, Art of Singularity, and welcome to my new video. In this video, I'm just gonna be drawing and yapping, I guess, as always. So you can see, this is a page that I'm going to be filling up, like the previous page, like this one. So I'm going to be doing something similar to that, but just, on this one, I guess. So, how's your guys' day going? By the way, do you guys like, do you like one character per drawing? I mean, one character per video, or do you like one, or do you like multiple? I think I might do multiple characters per this, like in this video, but I don't know, it depends what you guys want. So if you guys want only one character per video, then you can say that, or if you want multiple, then I'll do that. It's whatever you guys choose. Let me see. Right now, I'm just drawing this portrait. Not really portrait shot, but because she's gonna have shoulders, I think. And maybe like a rib cage. Like maybe about down to like here. Just to fill up this space. So yes, like I said, like last night, last night, I don't know when I'm going to be posting this video, but I'm recording this on Saturday. So last night I did the video on me trying to draw cleaner lines. So yes, I am trying to make my artwork more clear. This could be helped by, me drawing, what's it called? By me drawing like a sketch first with a pencil and then erasing it, but that's boring, isn't it? I can do that though. I can for sure do that. Let me see. I'm gonna have this character with like I'm gonna have her with an unbuttoned. No, wait, what? No, but what was I gonna say? Actually, yes. I think she's gonna have like a slightly unbuttoned, maybe like the first button. So like somewhere here, and then here it's gonna be like an office shirt or something like that, but just slightly more unbuttoned. Okay, cool. I have no idea what it's gonna say. So, question, okay? This is a question. Can a universe with nothing exist? Like, is that possible? Is there, like, could it have been a universe like this? Could this universe have been a universe where literally nothing is in it? I don't mean like just like it's a universe that's empty or something like that. I mean like literally a universe that is nothing without something. I don't know. That was probably clear, but just to clarify. And I don't think so, right? Because nothing can exist, at least with the rules we're working by. And if nothing can exist, then there is no universe with nothing, so there can only be a universe with something, right? And obviously I'm not talking about like a religious aspect or angle to this where it's like, well, there's something that created the universe. I'm talking purely like if there was purely nothing that created the universe, can there be something? Like, could something actually exist? And I think yes, because nothing can't exist. So statistically, the only universe that could ever exist is like there could only be universes that exist, of course, right? Because there can't be nothing that exists because nothing doesn't exist. I just went in a circle again. Mentally, went in a mental circle, I guess. Does that make sense? Is that logically sound? Can that be proved? Let me see. Can I find a counter argument to that? Well, if there is a universe that has nothing, like in a universe that is nothing, could something appear from it? I think so, because then I guess I got this from a video that I was watching or something like that. Against it was like a debate for not really a debate, a conversation between philosophers, or at least people who like philosophers. And it was like, in a universe with nothing, there's no rules, there's no like laws, right? So there is no rules that says that nothing can't spawn something, right? So in a universe that is nothing, something could come about because there's no rules against it, right? There's no laws. There would be nothing stopping that from happening. So maybe it's the fact that if there is a universe with nothing, hypothetically, if that's even possible, that something would eventually appear, because first of all, there's no time. So everything happens basically all at once. If like everything happens and nothing's happening because there's a universe with nothing, but there's nothing to say that something can't happen in a universe of nothing because, you know, the universe is nothing. Does that make sense, or is that logically inconsistent? I feel like I'm getting a little bit maybe I feel like there's a hole in that. I can't point it out exactly, but I feel like there's a hole in it. Maybe it's just like I'm trying to get too complex where there's no like complexity here because it's nothing. Maybe that works or something, but I don't know. So yeah, no tie. I could have done her with like a tie or something, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna have her putting her finger up here, like up to her face, or maybe it's like a actually pose. I think that'd be interesting. And I'm gonna just mark out the hand. So, you know, I'm just gonna make the hand like a rectangle, a basic shape like I always do for hands. Or for the base of the hand, the body, the palm, whatever it is. Alrighty, so there we go. Yeah, so that's my question. Do you guys think in a universe without like a creator, a god or something like that, whatever you want it to be, is there a possibility that nothing can exist? Like, is nothing impossible? Because I think nothing is kind of impossible because nothing can exist. So there's only universes that exist is basically what I'm trying to say. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, let me see. So that's there. If her shoulder's here and her arm is here, then I think her hand would be going down. Let me draw her chest first so I don't have to accidentally interlap that, or interlock it, whatever it is. Okay, there you go. There we go. Lies. Lies. It's all lies. Is the universe lying to me? What does that even mean? I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something else to say. Something interesting to say. I can't just be a boring artist drawing. Alrighty. I don't know. Okay, let me try and finish this drawing. She's supposed to have on a glove, by the way, so her hand is going to be completely black. It's going to be pitch black, or at least something like that. It's not supposed to be latex or anything, so it's not going to be shiny. Although it could have been latex, and then that could have been funny. I mean, shiny and look interesting. But I decided against it, I guess. So now it's not. Now it's not interesting at all. Have I done a cardinal sin of not being interesting? Alrighty. There we go. That. Here's a question. Can a like all-powerful god create, like, if there's like an omnipotent god, can it create something that it can't do? Is that supposed to be like a paradox, right? Something that contradicts itself. Like a god that can create a boulder that it can't lift. Is that possible? And my answer to that question would be like, well, since it's all powerful, yes, it could do that. But okay, so I guess, but then I see my flawed way of thinking would be like, okay, but then it could just like, after it, like when it wants to, it can just change the rules where it's like, okay, then when I want to lift it, I will be able to lift it. But if I want to make a boulder that I can't lift, then I'll just make that. But then when I want to, then I'll be able to make that. But that doesn't make sense, right? It kind of defeats the purpose of the original question. So a different question would be like, A different question would be like, can like a god, an omnipotent god, create something that it will never be able to change ever again? Like, it'll never have the power to change ever again. So then it'd be like, I don't know. I think the problem with that is the human concepts and that type of thing. The way our brains work, I don't think it can even compute that. Like, it's not logically sound because you can just change it after. Can a omnipotent god create something that it can't change? Well, yes, but then like when it wants to change it, it'll be able to change it, right? So then it wasn't omnipotent because it couldn't do the thing that's set out to do. So yeah, I think I'm just not equipped for that type of logic. That argument. I don't think I am. There we go. Philosophy. Is that philosophy? Is that philosophical? It's something at the very least. It's something. It can't be nothing because nothing doesn't exist. Hey, look at that callback. Okay, let me try and get her a shadow under her chin. Okay, so compared to the other drawings, does this drawing look more clean than the other ones? I think it looks more clean than this one. Look at the hair on this one. The hair on this one is kind of going all over the place. I don't know what's happening there. This one, I think this one's kind of clean. This one is a little bit more messy. I think I like this one. This one has more clarity to it. So I think I'm doing what I set out to do at the very least, which is create a cleaner style. Yeah, basically, I think what I'm trying to do, my goal for like my current goal is to draw cleaner, because I think clarity looks nice. Obviously, I think some energeticness, a clean energeticness is what I want to achieve, and I think it'll require more practice, which is what I'm doing. Okay, let me give her eyebrows. Okay, I think this character is done. Yay! Paradoxes. What paradoxes are there? You ever heard about Roko's basilisk? It's like, I can't exactly remember the exact way that it goes. It's like an AI in the future that once you know of its existence, it's I don't know. I can't exactly remember the prompt, the way that it was explained a long time ago, because I heard about it a long time ago. So how about in this case, okay, so like, what's the point? Maybe that's not really. I was gonna say, what's the point of morals? And it's like, okay, first of all, it's to be a good person. Second of all, it's to keep society in check. And third of all, it's to be a good person. Okay, so like, how about this, right? But is there an actual? Okay, I heard about this problem. If there was a trolley problem, where either you could choose to have the trolley like run over the person, right? And in the case that it ran over the person, in the case that it ran over the person, you would forget that you killed someone, right? And everyone else would forget that someone died. But someone did in fact die, but the fact that someone died would never affect like the world. So the world would continue like as it should be. You wouldn't know that you killed someone. The world wouldn't know. It'd be perfectly normal, except there's one less person in the world. There was a murder, okay? Or I guess just a dead person. You could have saved them. But if you choose to save the person, so you divert the trolley, when it misses after you save the person, you will think that you would have killed the person. And the person would have never known that they were on the track. So the person doesn't know you saved them, you think you killed them, and the world doesn't change, except you're now stricken with grief or guilt or whatever it is. And some people can handle that. But what would you do and why? So I want to, so like, what's the logical reason for saving the person, right? If the world is going to be the same, why would you save them? So like I think like I personally would pick, yeah, I'd save the person because that's like a net positive, but it's not really a net positive in terms of, because like the world would have been the same. So if there's be no change to the world, like let's just say this person is completely unremarkable. There's like they're just an average person. They're not going to go on to do anything special, and they're not going to cure cancer. They're just going to have a good life, you know, and they're going to have whatever they're going to do. You know, they're a normal person. So there's no butterfly effect. Oh, if you save this person, they might go on to, like, you know, let's just say you know that they're just normal. Why would you save them? Other than like, what's the logical reason? Is there a logical reason for that type of like morality or ethics? I actually don't know which one it is. Because like I feel like a lot of people would pick, yeah, I'd save the person, but they don't have any proof as to why. If it's, yeah, because logically, like, you're just gonna be torturing yourself, but you saved a person. And yeah, I don't know. That's a kind of a difficult question to me. I'm just out here spewing random philosophy for no reason. It's fun. I like thinking though, so that's basically why. Alrighty, so let me see. This character, I wasn't actually paying attention to what I was doing. See, I did the shoulders hair, like these were supposed to be the shoulders, but they're not anymore. Am I gonna draw the same character? I could draw the same character. I could do a completely different character. Let me think about this. I'll do a different character. I'll do a different character. Just for funny, just for entertainment's sake. Give her a chest. Not a large one. Not a large one, because I know what character I'm going to do now, so it's not important. So I know like their body type now. I'm gonna give her these like bored eyes. So I assume I think they're bored eyes. They're definitely bored eyes. Look at those eyes. They're so bored. Alrighty, so we got some bored eyes. Hold on. I closed that eye more. So let me try and close this eye more. Or just, yep, let me try to close it more to make it symmetrical. Bring in a nose. Do the, you know, the boring face. The boring mouth. I don't know why, but I just like when the mouth is like this. I find it cute. That like triangular upside down mouth. It's like kind of like a kudere mouth. Sorry. I went through all the possibilities of the mouths that I could have done. Is it possible for like someone, like, can a person think of a world that isn't of their own? Like, can you think of a world, can you conceive of a world that doesn't have the same rules as this world? Like, if there was a world where contradictions could exist, can you even conceive of that? Is that like even something that you can do? Like, yes, I can say the words, but to actually think about how it would work, is that possible? Like 1 + 1 = 2, but sometimes it equals 3. Like, what if you opened a door and walked outside and found yourself right back in the room? Well, okay, see, that's conceivable because I'm using like logic that you can follow. But so I don't know, it might just not be possible to achieve, to think of something that you cannot, like, you can't think of something that you can't think of, and you probably can't think of a world that doesn't abide by the same rules as your own world. You can only use analogies. That's how people understand the world. But yeah, people understand the world through analogies, especially when it pertains to things that you can't grasp physically, like contradictions or paradoxes. So analogies and metaphors are the only way that you can really grasp those things. But if you're able to grasp it, then I don't know, is it possible? I don't think so. I do not believe so. But maybe someone else could give me something. Is it possible? Let me see. Hold on. Before I continue, let me just So I think this is gonna be the last character, or else this video is gonna go on for like 30 minutes, right? And do you guys really want like a 30-minute video of me just saying random stuff that doesn't make sense? Me trying to sound smart? No, you don't. You don't, and you can't lie to me. So let me bring this. So this is gonna be like what is this, a unitard? I think it's a unitard. You know, it's like what is a one-piece swimsuit? Is it a unitard? Or the ones that come down to like the crotch, like that just like you know, you can see what I'm doing. Is that a unitard? What's a leotard then? Is a leotard the one with legs, like kind of like shorts, but like a part of the actual thing? Alrighty, so this character, so her neck, yeah, it's gonna be like that. It'll go over like here. She's supposed to have like these ridges on her shirt, or whatever this thing is. Okay, if we're trying to follow the chest, so these are kind of like form lines, or, you know, whatever it is. Contour lines? Yeah, I think they're actually called contour lines. Whoa, that's a lot of ink that came out. I don't know why. Okay. Let me see if I can achieve. So where's the other leg going? If that leg's going there, then we probably want to bring the other leg in, and if we bring the other leg in, then in here is going to be shaded. Because there's a leg there, obviously. But maybe not, you won't be able to tell that there's a leg there because it's shaded. See, I think shading helps with the clarity of my drawings because you can actually tell what's supposed to be an object and what's supposed to just be nothing. Okay, wait, if the arm is coming up, where's the armpit actually supposed to be? Like what happens to like the folds of the armpit? Wait, where does that go? I don't know. Okay, I think it goes out like that. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It makes sense that it goes out. Okay, cool, I understand. Because the arm basically breaks into, so like, if this is an arm coming upwards, let's just try and draw this exact same thing. Let's say the shoulder's here, collarbone's here, and this is the chest. The shoulder connects directly to the chest, basically. The arm actually kind of does this thing, and it connects, and then the body comes in, right? But the arm is doing this, and then between this, like the fold of the arm, so let me just actually directly draw the arm, and then the fold of the, like, so the form of the arm and the form of the shoulder, then in the middle there should be like a crease, right? Is that correct? I think that's correct. I think that's why. Okay, so I think I understand it now. I think I understand it now. I didn't even need a reference for that, or maybe I should have got a reference because maybe I got it wrong. It's always good to keep the possibilities open. It's always good to keep the possibilities open. You know, are beliefs about possibility? Like, so if you have a belief, do you have the belief because it's like the most likely thing to happen? So do people only believe things because like, oh yeah, this is probably the most likely like ability? Because like you wouldn't believe something if it was like super unlikely. Like you don't believe that somehow right now Jupiter is gonna crash into Earth, right? That's not a belief that someone would have. You only believe things that are probable. So is the way to like dispel beliefs to simply prove that their beliefs are improbable? Is that how it works? Or I believe something like deeper that don't require probability? But I feel like it does. I feel like people, even though people are inherently like emotional creatures, right? And they rely purely on feelings. So like anyone who's scientific, they're scientific, sure, and they rely on logic, sure, but I mean, they're only doing that because it satisfies their emotions, whether it makes them like happier, like it makes them feel smarter than everyone or whatever. So yeah, but it's because it satisfies their feelings. So maybe beliefs aren't about probability. Maybe it really is just feelings. Like you don't have to believe something that you think is probable, but I think you do, right? Or because I feel like people believe things that are just probable. Yes, I am going to sit on this chair because it's probably going to be there, you know, even if I don't like look at it, right? Like that's how people work. You believe the chair is there, so you like stake your life on it. What if like you believe the ground is there when you open a door and you walk outside, And because probable, right? You're not going to stake your life on something that isn't probable. And so belief is about, like basically, what are you going to bet on? All your beliefs are about betting. Everyone's a gambler, basically. But you really only usually take the gambles that are going to pay off, right? That you're most that's going to pay off for you. You're going to take the ones that are most likely going to be true. So, yeah, okay. I don't know why I said okay. There's no, who am I saying okay to, myself? Yeah, I guess so. I think beliefs are about probability. I also got that from a video, or at least I heard like the very concept of that, but I didn't actually think about it until like now. So now that I think about it, yeah, I think they're right. Beliefs are about probability. Unless they're not. Is anyone here? Does anyone make it to the end, to like this far in the video? It's not sped up or anything, so this is gonna be quite the long video. I don't know. Alright, here's the character. So this character is also this character. This character is this character is this character, and this character is also this character. This character down here. So 1, 2, 3. All these characters are the same character. And I could probably spot her out in this drawing too, unless she's not here. She's not here in this drawing. She's in this drawing though. This is also the same character. I just actually colored. Already. Yes, beliefs are about probability. And probability is just based on how you use your logic, right? So if someone doesn't have like a good base on logic, then they can really believe anything. That's not a smart take, obviously. Like, that's kind of obvious. People who have different worldviews are gonna believe different things because that's just how, that's how worldviews work. Duh. I'm gonna shade here. I feel like that's how it should be, but I could be wrong. I don't think this is actually how it should be. I think this is supposed to come over here. This is like the abdominal, the abdomen, the abs, basically. And then it's gonna come over here. So like this is where the crotch is, and then but like what about here? I don't know. I'd have to look at some forms, like actual people. So instead of artists' renditions of bodies, I have to look at actual references of human beings. I can't believe I said that. Am I gonna do something that makes sense for once? Something that requires me to actually study the human form, like really? I don't really want to though. I may have to though. Alrighty. There is the character. Is this a good character? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pick between which one of these drawings do I like the most. Do I like this drawing the most, or do I like this drawing the most? I like the actual body on this drawing, obviously, because it has a body, so I like the fact that it has like more going on with it. But I like the face here. The face is obviously more visible here. It was meant to be shown. It was meant to be seen. Also, side note, if the chest is here, then the chest should actually be here. And if the chest is there, the chest should actually be here. And the arm probably should be here instead of where it is right now. Let me try and fix that. Aha, okay, so like, let me move this in. The chest is supposed to be in the middle, basically, assuming she has a bra. And then, so if she has a bra, then the chest should be there. Then I can probably fix this drawing, because I don't like how it actually looks. It looks wrong in some way because of the shading. So assuming the chest is there, we go here. The chest should be like around here. So here maybe could be shaded, and we break this idbor. And if this is shaded, then the middle of the drawing is actually here. So maybe we can bring this in. We've lost some clarity here by all the scribbling that I've done, basically. But what we lost in clarity, we make up for in the actual anatomy of the drawing, which is a fair trade-off, I think. As long as my drawing, like, if my drawing is anatomically correct, can I say that right? Anatomically. As long as my drawings are anatomically correct, I think I'm happy with it. Alrighty. Hey, is anyone still here? If you're still here, okay, say like, I don't know, type in the comments Midriff. Type midriff. This is not. It's not really a midriff. Well, I guess it is, but like you can't really. I mean, is a midriff like just like when the stomach's exposed, or is it just the stomach itself? Because like, you know, I think the distinction matters here. In any case, type midriff if you made it to the end. Yes, I guess, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We're almost to 4,000 subscribers. We're like, we're 18 subscribers away. So if you guys could like subscribe for anime girls. You like anime girls, right? Everyone likes anime girls, and some tips on the arm and armpits. Wait, why would you guys subscribe for armpits? That's besides the point. Okay, you guys like anime girls? Anime grills. If you guys like anime girls, surely you'll subscribe, right? This is not the color she's supposed to have. Oh no. I was outlining her in the wrong color. Okay, I think I got the right color now. Okay, hold on. Okay, got the right color. Yeah, you guys will subscribe for anime girls, right? Right? Oh, my pencil broke. You're gonna subscribe for my pencil, right? We're 18 subscribers away from, yeah, I'm just gonna go back to this color. We're 18 subscribers away from 4,000 subscribers. So, if you guys could subscribe. Okay, I'm gonna stop. It gets annoying when you start, like... I'm trying to play the YouTuber game, but I honestly don't really care about the YouTuber game. But I should care about the YouTuber game because, you know, it's kind of like... I'm attempting to make it my job. And if I'm attempting to make it my job, I should try. All right, I think that's about it. There. Thank you guys for watching, and I think that's about it. I am gonna name this episode Art and Philosophy. Goodbye, and thank you for watching. I think that's about it. Or paradoxes. Art and paradoxes? Which one sounds better? Art and paradoxes and art and philosophy. I guess we'll figure it out because you'll see it by the title, so I don't really have to think about it. Goodbye. Okay, goodbye.